In this video, I'm going to walk you through Lesson 8 of Unit P1 from Open SciEd. All right, we've made it to the end of Lesson Set 1. We're just going to wrap up a few unanswered questions about decision making and why some people lost power and some people didn't. So we're going to use a podcast, and it's on YouTube, and so you'll play this for your students as they listen and they can answer some questions. And there is a transcript that will support any student who needs to read what's being said, or maybe you just want to give it to everybody. And we use that transcript to answer some questions in our notebook. And you can pause the podcast and answer these as you go through together. But we're thinking about what choices would you make if you had control of the power grid, and what kinds of design solutions might have prevented this. So we're talking about possibly interconnected power grids so that power can be distributed across multiple power grids. Anyways, we discussed the interview as a class and why the expert couldn't find an exact cause of the patterns of who lost power. So then we have a conversation about inherent disparities, and we identified several trade-offs that required power companies in Texas to make difficult decisions. So why are you going to turn off the power for these people and not these people? And it really leads us to thinking about how inherent disparities actually change the experience for the people during the blackout. So we read 2 case studies, and we then discuss how these existing disparities make it very different for the 2 families, depending on what resources they have available to them, considering you can have a generator that could help you if you have enough money to purchase one and things like that. So we think back to the electric city and we consider how we might apply a similar solution to prevent a crisis in real life. So how can we improve our power grid from any of the things that we've done in this unit to prevent a crisis like this happening in our community? There is an exit ticket at the end. It's a Google form. You will need to make a copy, and that will be the end of our content lessons. The next lesson set will be all about designing an improved energy grid for our own communities. All right, good luck with Lesson 8.